स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः स्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्यै नमः. Now, please read verse number 37. Tasman naravayam hantum dhartarashtran svabandhavan svajanam hi katham hitva sukhina syama madhava yadyapyetena pashyanti lobhopahata chetasah kulakshaya krutam dosham mitradrohe cha patakam katham nageyam asmavihi papadasman nivartitum kulakshaya krutam dosham prapasadbhi janardane. Right. So, the main theme, the explanation I have already given, that deals with the first chapter, the whole main theme here, where, as we see, the transition. The prince, the leader, completely overwhelmed by the human personal roles. As I told you in the morning, you ask yourself a very simple question. Do you remember some experience in your life where you feel completely overwhelmed by one single role, and all others do not make any difference to you, either in your own life or you can look at other people's lives also. Like a person attempting to commit suicide. Just take an example, it will be nice. A person attempting to commit suicide. Because he is disappointed. I told you the real life story where the lady wanted to commit suicide because her husband was absolutely wonderful. Died a natural death, but he had protected her so much, she doesn't know how to manage her life. Everything was taken care. So now she wants to commit suicide. Because the husband is gone, the wife in her is completely shattered. When that person came to see me with one of our students, I asked her the question, do you have children? He said, yes. That means you are mother of few children. Do you have grandchildren? Yes. So you are grandmother of some children? Yes. Do you have your mother by chance alive? He said, yes. So you are the daughter of your mother? Yes. Do you have brothers and sisters? Yes. So you are sister of your brothers and sisters. Do you have friends? Of course, you must have. Yes, I have a lot of friends. I say, very good. So you are a friend of your friends, daughter of your mother, mother of your children, grandmother of your grandchildren. You are also the wife of your husband. Now, because the wife in you is dead, the husband is dead, therefore wife in you cannot take it, So you don't mind sacrificing all these roles. Because you can't take it. You can't play the role of a wife anymore. Therefore, you don't mind sacrificing every other role. As a result, the children can be deprived of a mother, your mother can be deprived of a daughter, your friend can be deprived of a friend, your brothers and sisters will be deprived of a sister. All because you can't play the role of a wife whose husband is dead. So one role completely overtakes everything. I don't want to be a mother, I don't want to be a child, I don't want to be a brother, I don't want to be a sister, I don't want to be anything. I want to kill myself. This is known as the obsession. But one role completely takes over. I want to kill myself. Why? Because she ditched me. Why? Because he ran away from me. Why? My job is gone. One incident. Just please see that. Everybody doesn't have to face a battle royal inside. One role. That is why average individual finds it completely overwhelming. When I was going into the house, they prevented me from entering there. That can trigger a war. I was asking for a glass of water. Nobody gave it to me. Nobody listens to me. They think I am not existing here. I am nobody. I am going. Do you understand? If you really understand, you can see one single incident, one single role can be so overwhelming, all other roles can be completely ignored. That is where the time person can commit heinous crime. What do you call terrorism? What do you call any type of crime? The person's interest is paramount. I want to be rich, that's my dream. At what cost? Doesn't matter. Let million children be drug addicts. Let economy be in shambles. Let everybody die. But drugs must be sold, I must be a billionaire. Finished. Ruthless. Whatever I think, that must be done. So ruthless. Please see. This is a personal battle which everybody has to face at one time or other. Nobody's life will be smooth at all times to come. Impossible. Because when everybody wants to make everybody wants to make his or her life smooth, that itself will be cause for your life to be rough ride. Because it's like everybody wants the best seat in the bus. Some fellows have to be left behind with the bad seat. Simple. It's as simple as that. If you know the tricks of mangoes, the best mangoes come from the first crop. In a tree, the first crop is the best mango. How many people can get the best? The best goes to squirrels. No human being gets it. You don't believe in me? Go to every tree, you shall see. Yellow looking stones are hanging, the whole mango is eaten up. After that is, oh, they are ripe now. All right, plug it. They get the best of the lot. No. How many people can get the best? If each one wants to make his life smooth, other person's life will be automatically, some people's life will be automatically rough. Please. So nobody can escape this conflict in life. I want to listen to a sound or a touch, or I experience a touch or a taste or a smell or a sight, something. It's not available for you. You are disappointed. Then what do you say? What is the idea of living? Living means what? Listen carefully. It's not necessarily you commit suicide. Committing suicide means you are planning to go out of the world. When you go out of a situation also, that is like a world within a world within a world. Are you getting that point? You are living with 4 or 5 friends. You are living with 4 or 5 friends. You are so disappointed, you don't want to live with them anymore. You have gone away from that world. That is a suicide. Suicide does not mean just hanging from the fan. Suicide means you are running away from a situation. Because these 4 people, I don't want to look at their face. You are dead. For them, you are dead. For them, you are dead. For you, they are dead. Suicide. How many such people, how many such situations you have run away from? Understand, one role or the other has overwhelmed you. So when that happens, the person wants to commit suicide. Nothing else matters. Same thing has happened to Arjuna now. Arjuna facing the battle. But the personal relationship in him has completely overwhelmed the prince in him. So he wants to get away. Not because of, you can say it is because of kindness, but please understand, it's not because of the kindness to other people. He cannot handle the guilt that goes along with it. While giving you the example of love, in those days, in the Tattva classes, what did I say? Object of love is source of happiness. Okay? Object of love is source of happiness. Anything that I love, that becomes the source of my happiness. The moment that thing ceases to be my source of happiness, I want to drop it. So everybody loves himself. You know that logic enough. Everybody loves himself. Now I don't have to convince again that you love yourself. I hope every time you need conviction, oh my God. You must see it once for all. Everybody loves himself. So there should be no cynicism. Oh no, everybody doesn't. I don't love myself. I love everybody. Don't be stupid. Everybody loves himself. And while talking like that, one gentleman one day asked a question, but Swamiji, mother's love is unconditional. If it comes to sacrificing the life of the child, the mother loves the child so much, mother will kill herself, but not allow the child to die. I said, do you think that is mother's love for the baby? He said, yeah. I said, no. It is mother's love for herself. He said, how can you say mother's love for herself? That is because she is so well conditioned, if she allows the child to die and survive, the guilt will be so enormous, she can't live with it. That will be a huge load on her for the entire life, that I allowed my child to die and me survive. That living will be like a death. Can she take it? She can't. That is why, to escape the sheer inconvenience of guilt, it's better kill myself. But given a chance, suppose the child survives, I will be living also. No problem. Understand? Everybody loves himself. So when Arjuna doesn't want to kill them, suddenly don't say he's a very good man. No. Yes, he is a good man, but that goodness is a weakness. That goodness is a weakness, because if you can't punish the person who deserves punishing, that is not goodness, that is a weakness. Understand? Sometimes you pardon. Listen, you can see human psychology is so complicated. Sometimes you pardon somebody, but the person demands to be punished, because only if he is punished, he feels relieved. A person has disrespected you, humiliated you, inconvenienced you, and he knows he has been, it has been done to him like that. So now, I mean, I say that he has disrespected you, so, but you have pardoned him, but he feels uncomfortable. The moment you say, you are a rascal, you are, thank you, thank you, thank you, he feels relieved. Appa, now I have been punished for my crime. Understand? All these more details we shall see. But here, at this moment, take this much. Arjuna cannot live with that guilt, and that's what he says, Kim no rajyeno etanna hamtumicham. I don't want to kill these people of mine. Gnatopi, even if I am killed, what is there for us in this kingdom? Even for the sake of the three worlds, Swarga, Martya, Patala, the above, the heavens, the earth and below, I don't want it. What to talk of only earth? And Dhritarashtran nihatya Dhritarashtran na ka pritisya Janardana. Hey Janardana, he reminds him, hey Janardana, Janardana means dushta jana mardana. You are the one, your name is Janardana because you are supposed to, you are the one-man demolishing squad. You are supposed to demolish every bad boy. Why don't you do it? Why should I do it? You do it. Because if I kill them, what do I get out of it? Papameva asrayet is a good man. Therefore he says, Papameva asrayet, I shall only incur sin. Papa. Hatvaitan atataina. By killing these atatais, atatai means who? They say, Agnida Garadaschaiva Dhanapaha. Then, the person who sets fire into somebody's house, one who gives poison to somebody, one who takes away Sastra Pani with the weapons in hand destroys somebody, then Dhanapaha, one who takes away other people's wealth, Dara Apaharta, one who takes away other man's woman. One who talks it, they does that because those days women were supposed to be property of the men. So just even taking away the property also is wrong. If taking away somebody's woman also is wrong. Just think of it. Anyway, so whatever, Dhanapaha. So all these things, he said, these are the atatai. And you can kill them without thinking for second time. If anybody sets fire somewhere, kills innocent people, you can destroy them easily. Shastric, the Shastra gives you the sanction for that. Atata is, that is a particular verse that you can kill them without thinking. The capital people who are against capital punishment, immediately, no, you should not kill them. You don't understand. Killing somebody is not a pleasure. When the AIDS virus, cancerous virus, destroys your body, do you protect the cancer virus? When a human being becomes cancerous, kills the very vitals of the society, should you eliminate it or should you keep it going? Just think of it. Like a psychopath. The person who justifies his killing, he has absolutely no respect for any other person living. The principle should be live and let live. You can't say live and let die. If you can enjoy killing somebody, you should be enjoying being killed. Simple as that. It's not a harshness. This is why the crime overtakes. The criminals overtake the good people because they are aggressive, organized aggressiveness. Crime organized. Good people, oh no, this is what I see, what he says. Papamaiva asrada, I don't want to incur sin. Hey, what about he killing you? Let him kill. He says that. Just like a good man. That is why Arjuna is a good man. There is a difference between a bad man, a good man, and a wise man. The bad person is bad because he can't be good. The good person is good because he can't be bad. Both are pain. One fellow says, you'll never tell a lie, is a headache. Other fellow says, never tell the truth, another headache. The person who says he never tell the truth is a bigger headache. Because, impossible. Because a liar you cannot believe. Finished. Liar means impossible to believe. I told you that statement, no. I don't mind you telling a lie, but I mind that I can't trust you anymore. Because which one is truth? Anything you say is a lie. You can't rely on the fellow like that, becomes very, very difficult. Achha. There are some people who will never tell a true lie. By chance such a person is there, it's a very difficult situation. Like a man running towards your house. Somebody runs now and sit down here. Why? Somebody is running behind him with a knife in his hand to kill him. So, okay, sit down here. Then that fellow with a knife comes and says, where is that man? Did you see anybody here? What shall you say? Speak the truth. Satyam vada. Satyam vada or satyam vada? Vada means speak. Vada means kill. Vada means kill. Vada means speak. So shall you speak the truth? If you speak the truth, what happens? The fellow is finished. You have to tell a lie. Huh? Oh, we saw somebody running that way. So that fellow will run that way. He asked this fellow to go. No problem. We were traveling once in the Himalayas to Badri Kedar as a group of us, 30, 40, going in a group on a pilgrimage. Summertime. And you are supposed to take the inoculation before you go to Himalayas. It's for our sake only, we do it. And we all did it. We all did it. 39 of us did it. 40 of us did it. Last moment, one fellow dropped out. Other fellow came in. That fellow who came in, naturally he has not taken, because last moment he came in, he was not scheduled to travel. So, okay, since one place is here, we got in, forgot. But he has not taken. So 40 people, then as we reach Rishikesh, we have to cross that check gate to go to Rishikesh. Then the fellow comes in the front, the health inspector. Everybody has taken. Now suddenly this fellow, for no, Swamiji, I have not taken. Hey, shut up! He said, no, he's asking, how can I tell a lie? I said, great, get down and go back to Madras. Just get down and go back to Madras. That's true, you are very honest. Go, please. That's very nice. I respect your honesty. Get down and go. Don't put 40 people into trouble. So he shall say 39 people I have given. Then he sat down. I said, where is your honesty? Don't talk nonsense. You are not irresponsible. Somebody, what? Take one there next stop, we shall say, take one. What is a big deal? And you are all conscious people. You take care of yourself. It's not uneducated. But now the person wants to prove that he's very, very honest. What a pain. The fellow can never tell a lie. Just, it was very difficult. Okay, so therefore shall I say, use for your convenience, use the lie, use the truth for your convenience. No. If you do that, you pay for it. Convenience, please understand, is never the law. If you tell a lie, just to escape, it's a harmless white lie, as they say, it's a different thing. But if you become like that, becomes a habitual liar, like, totally permissive, one day you shall be caught. It's no good. You cannot escape. So anyway, there is a difference between a good man and a bad man. The bad man can't be good. He is totally selfish. The good man he cannot be bad. He can't say no. That is why good people get into trouble. Can you help me? He'll go out of the way to help. He'll sell his bag, he'll sell his book, he'll sell his things. He can't say no. Anybody calls him, I'm going to hospital, can you come? Yes, I'm coming with you. What about your family? Did you take care? Don't worry, I'm going there. Somebody called, how can say no? So those people, that is another thing, another extreme. Wise man, in wisdom, you use the goodness, you use the badness also. Because this relative, this good and bad are relative. This is a huge point. Because of this misunderstanding, many people complain about Advaita Vedanta, that Indian philosophy, Advaita Vedanta is a permissive religion. Because there is no good, no bad in that. All right, you prove something absolute good, absolute bad, let us see. You cannot prove. Anything you say, you cannot prove black and white. You cannot. Because always depends on a point of reference. Left side, right side. From which standpoint? East or west? From which standpoint? A point of reference. So these things are told to whom? When you are grown up, not to the babies. Not to your 15-year-old, you say, passing the examination is as wonderful as failing the examination also. If you achieve something in life, is as great as if you are a non-achiever. If you eat well and be fat, is as wonderful as if you eat sensibly and be healthy. Huh. Dangerous. You don't tell that to child. That is why we have told you in that class, conditioning, healthy conditioning. That is required for everybody. But then a stage comes in life where you have to grow beyond both. You have to grow up and go beyond both. See, he has been told what? Killing somebody is bad. So how can he say? He very clearly said that, good man, Papa eva asrayet. If I kill somebody, I will incur papa. But whom? Not the prince, not in a battle. Some people will say, no. Even battle killing also is a killing. No. There you are doing self-defense. That is a righteous war. Dharma yuddha. You know your cause is just. You are not aggressive. You are not unnecessarily invading another country for your, and to annex it in your land. It's not like that. It's not for pleasure. It's not for power. Self-defense. You have to defend. And when you defend, chances are you may have to kill. Who knows? You have avoided it. That's Arjuna, they have avoided it as far as possible. Sama, Dana, Veda. Then only Danda. So unless we see it clearly, unconsciously these idealistic thoughts that have been given to us, immediately we shall say, war in all form is wrong. No. Battle in all front is wrong. No. Killing in all ways, all means, or all different ways is wrong. No. You cannot say that. To be alive, you have to kill something or somebody. Not human being, just think of it. Killing something means what? Trees have to be sacrificed. Your body has to be alive and microbes have to die. Everywhere, it's a plus, continues. That is a very, very mature standpoint. Understand? Children will ask this question, you won't know how to answer. Please answer me a question. He said, you should not hurt somebody. Think, you tell a child, you should not hurt somebody. Please, you put yourself as a teacher and answer this question. I am the naughty child. I am asking you the question. You say, I am a student, you are my teacher, and you tell me, you should not hurt people. Okay, thank you. So you and me, two of us, go for a job. I know I am brilliant, I will get it. But if I get the job, you won't get the chance, you will be rotting. So what shall I do? I shouldn't hurt you. I should get out of the competition so that you get a job. Now, if every time I get out of the competition for others to get a job, now what do I do? And if I get the job, naturally hurt somebody. If you eat, somebody starves, no? Suppose there are 10, you take 10, somebody says, I want it. Now if you say, no, also the other person should get it always, then what will happen? So to be good means you should be dead. No. You produce enough, act enough, produce enough, and unconsciously, you like it or not, you shall be responsible for somebody's death also. If you go on thinking, your mind will be collapsing. This is what it happens in my head, that's why I am talking to you. You think, just give another example, non-vegetarian food. Just think an example. Nobody must eat non-vegetarian food. True, so I am a vegetarian. Very good, I am a vegetarian. I won't kill an animal to survive. Okay? Now, but I am responsible for other people killing. How are you responsible? I have a factory. I am a vegetarian managing director of a company. I give you job, and therefore I give you salary every month 5,000, 10,000 rupees, and therefore give you the purchasing capacity to purchase every chicken, every pig, every cow or every fish. Now without my helping you, you can't do that. Am I not responsible? Now, you understand the logic of it. Because without my giving you a job, you don't have the purchasing capacity to do that. So am I responsible or not? In one way, nobody can take away responsibility from anything. Understand? All of us are, intermingling, intertwined, entangled in one way or the other. None of us can escape responsibility. None. You are part of the good, you are part of the bad. You like it or not, because you are part of the totality, part of the divine. You cannot escape. That is why you only can know for yourself. Am I doing it for my happiness or for my sake? Am I doing it out of happiness or because it's a responsibility? A bad person is one who kills for pleasure. A good person is one who never kills, and in case he kills, it is to protect life, not to destroy life. One has to be killed, so thousands survive. So that killing is not killing. But how many people can accept it? Pacifist. Extremist pacifist means what? No killing of any kind. How can you say that? Even if you are killed, you should be killed. That is where the human right conflict becomes so terrible. All the rights for the murderer. What are the rights for the victim? Is already gone, no? The person who was murdered, everybody is fighting for him, that he should not be hanged or he should not be punished. But what is the right of the person who is gone? Nothing. And the person who survived around that, the person who is dead, there are survivors, his relatives, his mother, father, brother, sister, so many people. What about them? They have no right. Only the criminal has the right. It's a strange consideration. Therefore, it does not mean whoever does something, chop, chop, chop. No. That is where comes a system. Wise people. It has judges to, that is where comes your total awareness of yourself. Unless you are aware, if one role or other influences your judgment, it shall be injustice. You should not exist as an individual to gain or lose. It is so it is so beautiful. Call it mysterious, call it profound, call it whatever you like. Every human being must be aware of himself. Or else, you shall be conditioned by good, conditioned by bad. Your parents tell you, never be aggressive. You will be a child, always withdrawing, being bullied. Other person's parents have told him, be a bully, never take anything lying down. He hassles up everybody. Now which one is good? Shall I stand up or shall I give in? Can you live life like that with black and white? It's like you're facing a wave. When you're facing a wave, shall you bend down for every wave or shall you jump every wave? What is the training? Lie down. If the wave is small, sand will be in you. Stand up. If the wave is big, it will kill you. Big waves, burn down. Small waves, jump over. You choose. But once you do it, you take the responsibility. Don't say, my mommy told that, papa told that, that man said, this man said, no. Responsibility. This is why wisdom. Learning to take your responsibility. Going beyond both, good and the bad. Now Arjuna is becoming good. Listen carefully. Do you know why? This is the conflict will come. So sweet, we shall see the resolution. Please see now. Badness never pays. Take this statement. Badness never pays. I had a hope, goodness will pay. But I also discover goodness also doesn't pay. Poverty is no solution to life's problem. Then I discover prosperity doesn't solve it either. Illiteracy doesn't solve the problem. Then I discover literacy doesn't solve it either. Powerlessness, of course, doesn't solve the problem. Power doesn't solve it either. Disease doesn't guarantee life. Health also doesn't guarantee it either. You can die with good health. Are you getting that point, please? This is where comes your discovery of the limitation. Badness never pays. Suppose you are angry, short-tempered, or you are a cantankerous fellow, fighting with everybody, shouting with everybody, looting everybody, cheating everybody, of course you will be miserable. Then you say, no, I will not cheat anybody, I will always tell the truth. Then you discover you are in different types of trouble. If you start giving in, try in Indian road, give everybody the way, you shall be permanently placed in one place. Just be nice. You have to give way to everybody. Nobody will stop for you. Because you stop, they just overtake. So you think you are just you are just stopped there. You want to help people? There shall be million suckers to suck you dry. They shall take everything out. You shall be left high and dry. Try to help people and see. Try to help people and see. The person who doesn't have takes it, the person who has also takes it. We learned it in hard way in our schools. The whole school is free. I mean, give them as much as possible for the poor people. Not only poor parents take it because they deserve it, but also rich parents also they think that is their right also. If they can take it, why not? Everywhere. So this is where comes the height of your confusion. I thought, poverty will never pay. Now I am prosperous. That also doesn't pay. Badness will never pay. Even goodness also is not going to pay. The Pandavas kept every one of their words. Played the game, lost the kingdom, went away for 12-13 years, finished the 13 years outside, came back. Now they want their legitimate share. That won't pay. Now they have to fight. And when they have to fight, the person who is enjoying this right for a long time, he doesn't feel bad that he is not giving. They are feeling bad that they have to fight the battle and take it. Now you see, this is good man. I have given you 1,000 rupees. You don't feel bad that you are not giving it back to me. I am feeling bad that I am asking you. Now what do? This is goodness. This is where people cannot face justice. What is justice? You have taken my money. You are supposed to give me back. You have a house in the city. You stay in a village. So you thought, let it be rented so I can get some money and live in the village. The person who stays there, he gives you money for the 6 months, then stops the renting. Then he files a case. What is that? I have no house, I am staying here, I can't pay more. Now the law is, one who is renting the house is his. Now what do you do? What do you do? Situations are there, huh? Think. Renting a house and occupying a country, same thing. Macro, micro. You have occupied 10,000 kilometers of a country, now suddenly it is mine. China comes, occupies Tibet. Or India, Indian country, you don't know, the Pakistan, Kashmir divided this that way. So God knows which one is what. Who decides? Who decides? Just think. The goodness, the badness, of course, doesn't pay. That everybody knows. If you lie, it doesn't pay. But goodness also will not pay. Poverty doesn't pay. That everybody knows. Everybody has hope. Prosperity will pay. Even after being rich, that also doesn't pay. Disease doesn't pay. Even health also doesn't make you to escape death. To escape death, previously we thought if we can be healthy, if we can have good food, I will be living. As though there is a hope, live forever. No. There also you shall die. Goodness should pay, but goodness also sometimes doesn't pay. So that is what Arjuna is saying, telling now, Etanantumi papam, unnecessarily committing crime. Therefore, I don't want to. By killing my own people, I am not going to be happy. By killing swajanam ahave hatva na sukhina syama, we shall not be happy by killing our own people in the battle. That means now, why is he not killing them? For their sake, or because by chance he survives, he will not be happy with himself, because there will be guilt will be sitting on his head. Who will have the guilt? The person who has a value. The person who has no value has no guilt. Dacoits have no guilt. Mafia has no guilt. Terrorists have no guilt. Rather, they have a sort of a belief that they will be rewarded. Just see one thought, how it can completely destroy the whole thing. It is just like your programming a machine. You program a machine. Anything, suppose you put a date, just put a date, 15th February. Before 15th February, it must dismiss all the things. After 15th February, everybody can. Those who are born after 15th February, they will be allowed to go. The fellow before 15th February, not allowed to go. So, that is the machine has put. 15 go, above 15 everybody is going, below 15 everybody discarded. Now suddenly you thought, my son should go, no? So what should you do? Lower the standard, make it 10th February. So moment 10th. Now previously 15th February, before 15th February if you are born, you enter, it was unlawful. Now you change the 10th, make it 10th. Now suddenly it is legal. So it is illegal or legal? Who decides? It is graft or a gift. Who decides? It's a bribery or it is something, a gift. Who decides? That is why when you legalize the corruption, everybody feels absolutely uncorrupted. Legalize the corruption. Previously, people are feeling bad for divorce. Previously, 50, 30 years, 20, 30 years back, if you see society, not only in the Eastern countries, Western countries also, divorce means a taboo. No, it doesn't matter. It's okay. Now what happened, divorce? It's all right. Everybody is comfortable with it. Nobody feeling bad or good about it. Baby born out of wedlock. Happa. It will be such a stigma. The parents cannot look at anybody, the society can look at anybody, the relatives can look at anybody, like that. Today, in the newspaper, it has come yesterday. In London now, one girl given baby, 12-year-old. Just 11 to 12-year-old. She has given birth to baby. Publicized all over. Accepted by everybody, because publicized is one, unpublicized will be many. Don't think in London. Everywhere it is happening. Everywhere around the world. But what happens? Okay, chalta hai, that happens now. It's all right, it's all right. Once you legalize it, the guilt goes away. Taking drug is not a crime if drug is legalized. So why don't you legalize everything so that no problem? Whatever you do is right. How nice it will be. Just see, I have got a point to make, don't worry. Whatever you do is right. It is everybody's dream, no? You want to have a dream fulfilled? Know yourself. When you know yourself, with that attitude, when you do things, whatever you do becomes right, because you shall not do it for your own sake. Listen carefully. Not that such a person is going to kill, destroy, rape, burn. No. That extremities will never happen. As I told you, he is a happy person. But suppose he is made to be a king or a judge. If the case deserves to be punished, punishes. No guilt. Just like a judge. But if you are purchased and you are punishing somebody, then that becomes a guilt. This is so confusing because of the individuality. As long as this individuality is there, you shall know whether you are following the rule or bending the rule. Achha. There is a rule given by the country. Your constitution of the country provides certain rules. There is certain things called human factors. That is why conflict is so universal. According to your country's constitution, you can kill somebody. But as a human being, say, I don't kill anybody. That is where there are certain religious people, they say, we do not want to join the army. Because my religion doesn't believe in killing. Every country there will be some people like that. My religion doesn't believe in killing. Therefore, I don't want to join the army. Now, those are the people who should not be taken away for the rescue. When suppose the enemy has come in, only those people who have been defending, they should be taken away. Those people do not believe in killing, they should not be taken away. Why? They don't want to be killed. If you don't mind, you don't believe in killing, so how do you safeguard yourself? Other people killing them, saving us, right? No. This is a tricky thing. So he said, okay, you guys stay here, they shall kill you. We are going. Right or wrong? These are all inhuman things. But then for your logic, this is right. What can I do? Like certain religious people, I tell you, if you go on thinking, you will be so much, the whole world will make upside down. There was a religious group which demanded that, no artificial child, what is that? What do they say do that? Contraceptives. No artificial method of birth control. That's a religious requirement. Anybody who doesn't do it is not right. There should be no artificial contraceptive. Nobody must use it. That is immoral, illegal. Beautiful. Somebody had, come and we are having a discussion. I said, if they say that, why don't you ask those people, if using a contraceptive means you are preventing the natural conception and birth of a life, if they are such naturalists, why don't you tell them they should not artificially also save life? Let them die. Why are you giving medicine? If it is natural to be born, it should be natural to die. You interfere in saving life. You are interfering in the process of death. Then what right have you got to interfere in the process of life? People may think, it's very, what type of argument is this? How can you allow somebody to die? Hey, what is this? Then bringing life, what is the problem? When thousands of people are being born, uncontrolled, Millions of people are being born. What happens? When you can control the life, why not? Human beings have been given the right. Reason? Animals are naturally controlled. Animals can produce as much as they like because they have got seasons for pregnancy. The dog will not produce throughout the year. I was surprised by this orangutan. When we went to, what is that place? In Perth, we went to the orangutan place. And one baby is so sweet, they are all monkeys, monks. They are all monks because they are all ochre color. So sweet, this color, exactly, exactly this color. So cute they are. And then I said, my God, how, only one baby here, where are the other babies? He said, no. The female comes to heat only once in 6 years. For 6 years, it suckles the baby. For 6 years. That is why orangutan population is so low. Once in 6 years only you can produce a baby. Nature takes care. Every animal is like that. Human being, 24 hours, 365 days. You can produce. Don't you think you should have brain? You must make use of your brain to stop this baby. Right or wrong? Depends on the conditioning given to you. In one tradition, it's okay. Another says, oh, you. Right or wrong? If you legalize it, nobody has guilt. So, legalize the theft so that nobody has guilt of stealing from somebody. Can you do that? For every, you understand? For every I, there is a no. For every yes, there is no. That is why. Which one is right? Know yourself. See that. Being good, Arjuna also gets into trouble. Being good means no kingdom, no nothing, no killing, being killed and allowing the unrighteous to prosper. Therefore, what shall I do? Anyway, that is where the confusion comes in. Just finish it up, we shall go into the next chapter quickly. So, Adyapyantena pasyandi, even if these people, Kauravas, they don't see. Lobha apahata chetasa, because they are greedy. They are totally overwhelmed by this greed for the kingdom. They don't see. But that does not mean we should not see. We are good people. Kulakshaya krutam dosham mitra droham cha patakam. He's a religious man. You see, he's a good man. So what he says? Killing them is bad. Kulakshaya krutam dosham. There is a sin for destroying a dynasty. Mitra droham. To cheating the friend is another sin. Katham na geyam asmabihi. Papa dasmat nivartitum. Kulakshay krutam dosham prapasyad vi Janardana. Hey Janardana, when we know that we are committing a crime by destroying the dynasty, cheating the friends, being treacherous, how can we commit the crime? Let them commit it. Lobha apata chetasa, because they are overwhelmed by greed. They don't see anything good or bad. That does not mean we shall not see it. I don't want to fight. Why should I? What is wrong in if you do that Kulakshay? Oh, there are 4 or 5 verses there. Okay, we shall see in the afternoon. Oh, so many are there. All right, we'll see in the afternoon. Okay, so just see this point here. The point here is, if you come across a situation in life, if you do it is wrong, if you don't do also wrong. What shall I do? If I fight the battle, wrong. We have to kill. If I don't fight the battle, that also is wrong. What shall I do? If I keep the job, is a problem. Don't have the job, problem. If I live, is a problem. Die, I don't want to. What shall I do? Whose problem is this? Think, whose problem is this? Individuality's problem. This problem doesn't exist for Mr. Dog, Mr. Cat, Mr. Crow, neither the children, nor the person who is ignorant. And not given any type of value. For also he has no conflict. That they call it the jungle law. Jungle law is, might is right. Whatever the leader says, that's what runs. What type of society? Like a dictator. Ishvara. You understand how much the human mind has to evolve in order to understand the truth of himself. Because so many dimensions you shall see. That is why in Bhagavad Gita, when you go through the Bhagavad Gita, your mind becomes absolutely clear. Because you put yourself there and see. There is not a thought which you cannot handle, not an emotion which you cannot handle, not a situation which you cannot handle. Because everything is beautiful. Because you are totally aware of yourself. Because individuality creates this heavy conflict. And Arjuna naturally is a victim of it. Any growing person will be a victim of it at one time or other, because the sign of your growth is, understand, the presence of a conflict. The price that every one of us have to pay for our growth is to face conflict. If you are not yet facing conflict, you are not yet grown up. Because every one of your accepted ideas can be counteracted. Every thought that you think is very sacred, very sacred and wonderful, acceptable, you can completely challenge it and destroy it. That is where your conflict comes. You thought poverty doesn't pay, prosperity will pay. Prosperity doesn't pay. You thought illiteracy doesn't pay, literacy will pay. Got educated? No problem. You thought prosperity doesn't pay. If I renounce everything, it shall be fine. You renounced everything, nothing happened. Indulgence will pay. Did not pay. So renounce, that also didn't pay. Or renunciation, you left a life to austerity, didn't pay. Indulge, everything will be all right. That also doesn't pay. What do I do? That is the conflict. When it comes to you, you are already knocking at the doors of immortality. We shall see more of it in the afternoon. Close your eyes.